Kebra Nagast, chapter 92. How they renewed the kingdom of David. And Azariah said, Bring hither the jubilee trumpets, and let us go to Zion. And there we will make new the kingdom of our Lord David. And he took the oil of sovereignty, and filled the horn therewith, and he anointed David with the unguent, that is to say, with the oil of sovereignty. And they blew horns and pipes and trumpets, and beat drums, and sounded all kinds of musical instruments, and there were singing and dancing and games, and displays with horses and shieldmen. And all the men and women of the people of the country of Ethiopia were present, small and great. And the little blacks, 6,000 in number, and virgin women whom Azariah had chosen for the women of Zion by the law, whom David the king had destined for the service of the table and banquets, in the royal fortress when he should go up thereto clad in raiment of fine gold. And in this wise was renewed the kingdom of David, the son of Solomon the king of Israel, in the capital city, in Mount Makeda, in the house of Zion, when the law was established for the first time by the king of Ethiopia. And then when he had completed the establishing of the law, they made, according to what they had seen in Jerusalem, the law in the house of Zion for the nobles of the kingdom, and for those who were inside, and for those that were outside, and for the people, and for the islands, and for the cities, and for the provinces, and for all the inhabitants, and for all their tribal kinsfolk. They made ordinances in the same manner. And thus the eastern boundary of the kingdom of the king of Ethiopia is the beginning of the city of Gaza in the land of Judah, that is Jerusalem, and its boundary is the lake of Jericho, and it passeth on by the coast of its sea to Leba and Seba, and its boundary goeth down to Bissus and Asnet. And its boundary is the sea of the blacks and naked men, and goeth up Mount Kebra into the sea of darkness, that is to say, the place where the sun setteth, and its boundary extendeth to Phene-el and Lasiphala. And its borders are the lands near the garden called Paradise, where there is food in plenty and an abundance of cattle, and near Phoenician. And its boundary reacheth as far as Zawel, and passeth on to the sea of India. And its boundary is as far as the sea of Tarsus, and in its remote part lieth the sea of Medium, until it cometh to the country of Gaza. And its boundary is the place where our enumeration began. And moreover, the dominion of the king of Ethiopia belongeth to him and to his seed forever.